Hey y'all, I'm Heather, and welcome to my channel, The Debt-Free Quilter. In today's video, I'm going to work on the remaining paper piecing and start some of the traditional piecing that is going into this current project. I hope you stick it out and enjoy the video. First things first, it's time to add those last pieces onto the long sections of the large paper piecing units. And I have to fiddle with my bobbin casing because it decided it was going to mess up. Joy, oh how fun. Don't worry, it has since been repaired. Now it's time to make some flying geese units. Those are the foundation paper pieces for flying geese from It's So Emma. I got them with a book that happened to come with the paper pack from Fat Quarter Shop quite a little while ago. And I'm really not enjoying that very much. I really don't like those papers. One thing I will say about this project is some of it I'm developing on the fly, as I'm working on it, so I still have a few things to work out. As for these flying geese papers, however, I think I'd rather just make a square and a square and cut it in half. Finally, I have reached the traditional piecing portion of this project, and I'm making some overlarge half-square triangles. Apparently I have my phone a little too close to my sewing machine at this point, so please forgive the blurriness. It is due to the vibration of the machine. Overall, I am ecstatic with how these half square triangles come out. Let's get them pressed and trimmed, and we'll be set for our next step. Remember not to neglect this step, you guys. Trimming HSTs can be vital sometimes. I'm trimming these down to 6.5 inches with my 6.5 inch square Creative Grids ruler. I don't have the fancy ones and I don't really want them. More trimming because once again with my very precise numbers. And no, I cannot trim them from the paper side because I need to see exactly where my fabric will fall. Sometimes I might miss and don't want that. So any trimming you see me do actually on the paper side is strictly trimming paper away, maybe a smidge of fabric, just so that I have everything where I need it. Yay, more assembly. This time I'm putting together the center sections of my row units. Now as you saw there, I just tore away the paper on the seam allowance just so that I can press it nicely and get everything attached like I want it. I am also making sure that I press the units in opposite directions. One goes one way, the other goes the other, because they will meet in the middle. And now I am adding one side to that center segment. Now that I have all my units sewn together at this stage, I can take the paper off of those seams and press them. And now it's time to start sewing my half square triangles to some of their counterparts. You notice that I'm doing them alternately. Well, once again, they need to be that way in order to fit properly on the angles that are in the entirety of the design. And the same with the pressing. One side goes one way, one side goes the other. And now adding the background rectangles to the half square triangle and solid square. And I'm back to pressing in alternate directions again so that my seams will nest when they're all lined up and put together in pairs. More paper piecing, putting those small units together in pairs so that they will line up just perfectly. And it was at about this point that I realized just how badly my machine needed a repair. And so after adding another row of stitching just to make sure those didn't fall apart, I pressed them and moved on with my project, at least for that night. And no worries, as I said, I got my parts, I got it fixed, and it seems to be working better than ever. And with that, suppose I should tell you what happened. The spring in my bobbin casing decided it wanted to not act right, so therefore it had to be replaced. I got my parts in, I fixed my machine, and I am moving forward. I will fortunately be able to move forward on that project on that machine. I mean, with paper piecing, it really doesn't matter what machine you use because you're sewing on a line. But with the traditional aspects of this project intertwined with the paper piecing, it might be a little more tricky. So I would prefer not to have to switch machines mid-project if I can avoid it. It looks at this moment as though I have avoided it, so we'll see. But regardless, machine is better, it's acting better, and hopefully I can move forward and progress with this project and be done with it relatively soon, once I get a few more measurements figured out. Math, am I right? Anyways, y'all have a great day, have a great week. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye.